When we consider inheritance, we usually think of money, property, or sentimental keepsakes. But we know from research that even before our birth, we are influenced by the mental, emotional, and behavioral patterns of our mother, the family around us, and those who came before, even if our parents are not the ones who raised us. In the case of mental disorders, there is no single genetic switch that, when flipped, causes it. Consequently, it is difficult for doctors to determine a person's risk of inheriting a mental disorder or passing on the disorder to their children. It's not totally irrational that those of us with mental health issues fear passing on our issues to our kids. After all, there is a genetic component to many mental health disorders. But just because your child might inherit your disorder doesn't mean that they will. There are so many factors that go into how your child turns out, and though you don't have control over all of them, you do have the power to create the most nurturing and supportive environment you can. Your children don't need a perfect parent. They need one who is willing to own their shortcomings, apologize when things go haywire, and make an effort to be the best versions of themselves possible. Most importantly, just being aware of your own mental health struggles allows you to be proactive about recognizing and seeking treatment for any issues that might arise in your children. Many of my clients have told me that being raised by parents with mental illness made them much more self-aware of their own bouts of depression and occasional anxiety. Consequently, growing up with mentally ill parents has also caused fear and doubts in some that stopped them from bringing their own child into this world. While it is true you can inherit a mental disorder from your parents, it's also possible that your mental disorder can be caused by the circumstances you were in your childhood. For example, in low-income households, as the number of deaths increase, so does the likelihood of mental illness in children. However, there was no association between the number of deaths and the likelihood of mental illness in children in high-income households. Both having limited access to economic resources and experiencing a decline in economic resources are associated with a greater stress and harsher parenting practices, as well as poorer physical and social environments, parental mental health, and parent-child relationships, each of which is negatively related to children's socio-emotional development. However, the most critical element in avoiding negative inheritances is proactive family discussion. The family dynamics may be difficult, but if the family does not discuss possible scenarios in advance, then the caregiving inevitably falls to one child. This can cause tension and resentment and can damage family relationships. I suggest you take care of your mental health from now on and try to maintain a positive lifestyle, because you never know which course of action will threaten the joy of your child. And don't hesitate to book your parent and child or parenting session with a therapist to fix things that seem ugly for now. Help is available to those who ask for it.